Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today is the day where we go over all my journals and planners from the previous month to look at what I used and how I used it. Now, this video is something I try to do every month. Some months I end up missing out and forgetting about it. And other months like this month, I did not get to it for quite a while. I was getting over a bad cold. So now we are finally getting to it, and as you can see, I have quite a few things here that I was using regularly throughout the month. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of it. Let's start with planners and then go to journals. All right, so as we go through, I will tell you everything that I've used and where it was from. And so if there's anything that catches your eye, down below I do have links to the various brands that I'll be mentioning. I won't have direct links to any specific products because that would be just too many to list. But if you need help finding something, let me know, and I'll see if I can get you a link for that specific item if it's still available. Some of these things are older. All right, so let's just start with this one. This is my Catchall planner. It kind of has our whole family plan and all of that in it. Make space. Okay, this is a deluxe happy planner cover. I love this kind of scalloped look that it has and the discs that match. It is so cute. But we are going to go for the month of March to see how I used it. All right, I did decorate the March currently page, did not end up filling out these. This was using my Rainy Day Bookshop sticker book as well as my script washi tape. Those are all available in my shop now. All right, and I used the same sticker book and my bookshelf washi tape, which I believe is now sold out, in the monthly page. I love that theme and used them all again here. I guess I just was in a Rainy Day Bookshop kind of mood. March, it's typically rainy in Seattle, so that always works out well. But I'm currently using a horizontal layout, which they added this checkbox area, which I quite like. It's working really well for me right now. So this is how it all looked. And then I used my Rainbow Reverie collection, which we have a few left of this Celestial Aurora tape. It restocked. I still have the sticker book in stock, and I still have some of this set of tapes as well. The PET tape is sold out and won't be restocking. So if you're waiting on that, just know that that's not coming back. Okay, so this one turned out really cute as well. Didn't use all the boxes, but that's okay. All right, then I fell off the planner train for the rest of the month, so I didn't even end up decorating this week. And then I decorated this one, and I think it's so cute, but I didn't use it. This is the sticker book from Happy Planner spring release. What is it called? I'm looking over here. Is it Cozy Cup? I think it's Cozy Cup. Yes, it's Cozy Cup. I know you all know I love coffee and I love a good coffee spread. So I'm really bummed I didn't fill this out. But it's really, really cute. All right, so that was the end of the month. I have not done an April currently page. I am, into April already. I doubt I'll do an April currently page this month. But that's how the happy planner looks for the month. This is my skinny classic happy planner. It is the same size as this one in height, but it is half the size this way. And this is a stitch cover, and it's got these metal pink discs. So it's got Stitch and Angel. And this is undated. So I was using this as a meal planner, and I, again, fell off with this one. I was really good with my journals last month, but then my planners, not so much. So I was fasting during the month of March, March 2nd through 20th. It's the Baha'i fast. If you're familiar with Ramadan, it is similar to that in how it all works. But so I was tracking sunrise and sunset here. And then because we were eating before sunrise and after sunset, I was planning out really healthy, nutritious meals and then making sure I was getting my water intake. As you can see, I stopped tracking the water intake, and I actually stopped writing it down here after that. But it was a good start. It was a good start. And then I was in a good habit and we did really well for the rest of that period of time. But all of the stickers throughout all of this are from Porter Arts Design, which is a small shop. And she makes, cuts, prints, binds her sticker books all by hand. She and her husband. And so I think that's pretty cool. That's fun, handmade sticker book. And I mean, as you can tell, the quality's pretty good. And I'm bummed I didn't use it, but something had to give, and this one fell off the radar. Planning, honestly, fell off the radar throughout the end of March because it was just jam-packed busy. Now, this one is my daily grind planner. This is one of their luxe covers and metal discs as well. If you're new to daily grind planner and you use a happy planner, as you can tell, it is one more disc than a classic, which means it's one less disc than a big. So it's halfway in between in terms of height, but it is the same spacing, just so you know. But I did not use this one a huge amount. It's a daily goal setting planner, and I used it for a few days on the busiest days, and this is what it looks like. So top goals for the month, the top to-dos for that day to bring you closer to your top goal for the month. And then they have all these different sections to feel amazing. So I use this for self-care, top 3 movers. So I pick 3 items from here to put here so that it's like, I don't always get all 10 things done. These are the 3 that I absolutely need to do. Don't forget, kind of like tasks, a gratitude section, a big win for the day, notes and ideas, and then the schedule. So I love how this lays out for those busy days when I need a little bit more structure. So as you can see, I used it a little bit, but not a ton. I am getting back into using this more, I think, as we move forward, and we've gotten through a big set of things that were going on, and I'm excited to use this more. But yeah, so as you can see, that's how much I used it for this month, and that's okay. But it is still certainly super useful on my busiest days, and when I was using it daily, it was a huge, huge help. I just have been in work mode, and I know my tasks, and I haven't been using any planner as much lately. But that being said, I have been using my journals. These are a ton of journals, right? Therefore, I have a lot more journals. They're all sitting over here, but I don't use them all the time. So these are the ones that I am using all the time. Okay, so we have my creative journal. We'll save this one for last. This is like my diary. We have my reading journal. We'll do that second to last. We have my bullet journal, and we have my very new anti-scroll journal. We'll start with this one because this is a different brand notebook than those. This one is from T. Fossey. And again, anything that I mention will have links down below and discount codes if I have them. This one's from T. Fossey. I absolutely love this notebook. It is so cute. But this is my new anti-scroll notebook. And I started using it and then kind of fell off the radar with how busy I got and things like that. So I want to adjust how I'm using it, and we'll talk about that. But so this is from T. Fossey. I'll link it down below because it's not spelled like it looks. It's T-I-E space F-O-S-S-I. These stickers are either from Kelva Plan or Live Love Posh. I can't remember, guys. Maybe someone knows. All right, this is my little cover page for my anti-scroll journal. It has my Rainbow Reverie collection. It was the sold out PET tapes that I was using, and then the set of 6 kind of rainbowy pastel tapes. All right, here's, by the way, it was the Journal Corner that started this or coined this or whatever. So I saw it and thought it was really cool. A couple people sent it to me over on Instagram and said, check this out, and loved it. So here's just my little like page snapshot of what I intend to get out of it. Reduce the scroll. So I want to turn to this more to write things down instead of turning to social media when I'm like just starting to scroll and give that dopamine to my brain. I'm trying to put things into here instead. Remember little moments. So I want to write down funny things my kids say, things that happen, you know, all of that. Play with creativity and color. Okay, so on this page, I used some of my own stickers from that Rainbow Reverie collection, and then mild liners for all the highlighters throughout this. All right, so then I started trying to do a whole page for the first day, and this was on March 11th, and it was hard. I only got that far, and then here was 312. So a full day spread doesn't seem to work because I'm not turning to it that much, but I do like this because my creative journal, I end up writing it in the morning. So if something big happens or something funny happens that I want to remember in the moment, this is a great place to kind of like make a list and remember things. So it kind of serves a different, more messy purpose. And like here, I did the wrong date and all that stuff. Did a little doodle, drew some snowflakes because it snowed on March 13th. Like what? Yeah, so it's just where I'm writing things down. Epic Meltdown by my toddler. And then Nowruz, which is a Baha'i and Persian holiday. I feel like a blob. Optical migraine, just writing things down as they happen in the moment and keeping track of things. So as you can see, I got through the end of March, and that's when it stopped. I got a little overwhelmed with things and then ended up getting sick, and the coughing lasted up until this point. So I had to drop some things, but I plan to get back into this one. But as you can see, I've used it pretty well so far, and I'm loving how it's working, how it's looking. It's a lot of pen and less stickers. It's fun so far though. I really, really like it. I think it's going to be a great place to write down things my kids say and do, as well as current events, things that shock me, things that I can't believe are happening, things happening in the neighborhood, maybe things that just like pass by and I need to note it and let it go, right? So we'll see how this continues to work as we move forward. Okay, next up is my bullet journal. And this one and the next few notebooks are all from Archer and Olive. I absolutely love them. I'm habitually, consistently very bad at doing name pages until the things are done. So I need to do that. This is how my 2026 pages are doing, and I need to finish them. A Year of Themes is, these are all using acrylic marker, by the way. They're paint pens. I was coloring them. These are where I'm going to put my themes for the year, like little snapshots of them. So I need to do that for the ones that we've already done. And then this, I made an actual Dutch door, like a legitimate door. I need to finish coloring in this section, but you can see I drew a little house and I need to color it in when I find some time. So it's slow in the process. I don't know what'll go on this side yet. This is my word of the year, bloom, and my little vision board and thoughts about that. And then this is my 26 and 26, like bucket list. So we will check in on all of that later, but today we are looking at what month? March. Okay, so March is here. And I have not quite finished this part. Again, getting sick at the end of into this month made me not finish up the rest of it. But these are things that I'm going to write little snapshots about those things in my little monthly memories. I do also have monthly memories in my creative journal, so they're kind of in both places. But I just love having them there. So I need to finish that section. I'll do that after this video. This is using my Rainy Day Bookshop collection and some of my grid washi tapes. I think it's the dark blue, which is basically like a dark navy blue black almost, and then a beige washi tape. All right, so we had the March cover, March goals, the March habit tracker, and the mood tracker. As you can see, I got 3 days off, so I will go back, check if I get off in my bullet journal and forget to fill something out like I did here. What I like to do is go back to my creative journal because it has like my diary, see what I wrote down for these days so that I know what sort of mood it was so I can finish filling it out. So I can backtrack a little bit. I can check my Garmin app to see what my steps were. Like I can see all that stuff. So if I forget for a few days and don't fill something in, I can backtrack and get to it later. This is how far I did with the self-care bingo. Didn't quite get a bingo. This is my favorite thing to do every month. And I journal about what's going on in these little sections about this. So this is something I won't update because this is real life. I did not finish. It doesn't need to be a fully completed spread. This is useful for us. This helps me work on my self-care, and it's a process. It's not always going to be perfect and finished, and that's okay. All right, and then March gratitude log. I can try to fill these in because it's okay to think about gratitude later. So again, I will look back at my journal for those days and see what happened so I can think about what maybe I am grateful for from that day. Anyways, this is what April looks like right now, and we are in process with that one. All right, so that's the bullet journal. Again, that was all using my rainy day bookshop collection. All right, speaking of books, this is my teeny tiny reading journal. We're gonna move in a little bit so you can see this. This one is so cute. Oh my God. I love how tiny this is pocket size for March and Olive. This is going to be sold out. They do have other pocket sizes available. T. Fossey also has some pocket sizes. I'm about to use this one in a video in a minute. So that'll be up soon as well. But pocket size is a really cute, tiny little size. I love it. Okay. This is my little cover page. It's using my own stickers. They might be sold out though, and they're not coming back. They've been here for a while. This is my 2026 reading journal title page. I used a pen, like a Sarasa Clip pen, and I used colored pencils to color all these in. So I made a little bookshelf, and then I made 2026 and another bookshelf on the backside. So reading, bookshelf, journal, and then just that little thing and some books here. Now this is where I'm filling in quotes from books I read with my favorite quotes from books I read this year. So this is 3 quotes, one from The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson, one by Sen Lin Yu from Alchemized, and one from Rachel Gillig from Two Twisted Crowns. So I'm just filling in quotes that really resonate with me, that I love, and we'll see how far I get. Here's just a little quote page using all stickers from my own shop, but they're all sold out. So those are done. This is my reading goals page. I used, what did I use? Some more acrylic markers, so paint pens, and colored a little hobbit hole. And my reading goal is 75 books. All right, so here is my to be read / review list. I didn't want to keep rewriting things over and over because it already has a couple of places where it's like repeated. So this is, I'll put the sticker down when I'm sure I'm going to read it, and then when I finish it, I will rate it. So like I know I want to reread all of the ACOTAR series again because ACOTAR book 6 is coming out later this year. So I stuck these down, but I haven't reread them yet. So that's why they aren't filled out at this point. So yeah, that's where we are. I have a few more to fill in. Finished Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm on the second one now. Audiobook is amazing. This is not my usual, I'm usual like fantasy and romantasy, and this is more like sci-fi, and I mean it's Dungeons and Dragons essentially in story form with wild like aliens and stuff. So it's really good though. I am hooked. I love the series. Okay. Anyways, reading challenge. This is an A to Z reading challenge tracker. So we'll put Dungeon Crawler Carl there later. I'm trying to get one book with each letter of the alphabet, and I'm ignoring like the, all of those, just starting with the first word that is not like a preposition or something. So that's this page. Oh, telling you this is also acrylic marker. This I printed out using Canva. I did have a reel and short video in the reading journal playlist here on YouTube that tells you how to do this. Okay, these are all from Plannything, the tapes and the stickers. This is my countdown to 75. I'm probably up at like 35 now or something like that. So doing really well. Then this is the list, just the full list of the books that I've actually completed, because sometimes, like, I've put a lot down here, but I haven't gotten to these yet. So this is the actual list of the names of what I've completed. Okay, and this is, wait, we skipped, here it is, my DNF graveyard. It's the Did Not Finish graveyard, and I added the first book to it this week. So I wanted to share that with y'all. This book, I like a good romantasy, right? This book was way too spicy. I mean, whatever you want to read, whether there's no spice or crazy spice, I'm all for it. Reading is better than not reading. This one was a little too spicy for me, and it had spice in the first, like, 2 chapters or something, and it felt completely unrealistic. I did not understand why or what was happening, because it just didn't seem believable. And so I just could not get into the book. It was too much. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, this is a book review page for the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. And so I made a whole like art journal page and a little book review that goes in here. I did a short video on this, not a full video, because I'm still playing with my art journaling for my book reviews. So most of them will not be like filmed videos. This one I didn't film at all. This is Fear's Fury. It is a new book. It's out now, I believe. And it is by Ligia Cushman. And this is a great book. The magic, it's like sci-fi fantasy. It's got like the spheres that you live in, like sci-fi kind of worlds, but then there's like a magic kind of thing with it, and it's dystopian. It's really cool. It's really fun. It has Spanglish in it, so if you're a Spanish speaker, it would be really fun for you to read that. I studied abroad in college in Chile, and I'm not fluent by any means, but this was a really fun way to learn some new words, get back into it a little bit, and to read a book that is so different, because a lot of fantasy books are very Eurocentric systems, the way that fantasy's always been written, in, medieval times, farm boy, like all this stuff. And this is completely different, using a different culture as the base of the story. And that was super cool. So this is my little art journal page for that. Again, did not film that one. And that's as far as I've gotten in this book. So we are working on it slowly. Okay, lastly, this one. Let's zoom out a little bit again. All right, this is my main thing. If everything else falls off because I get busy, this is the one I keep up with. All right, so we are looking for the beginning of March, which is here. So I did a monthly memories page, cover page here that is a wreath spread. So it starts here and works its way out. Okay, yes, it is Live, Love, Posh. It's part of the quarterly edit. And then it is some of her thin tapes that she has in sets. They look like there are various ones with different color schemes. This one's the tropical one. There's like a pastel one. All right, so this is my monthly memory page. And so I just write down the biggest things we did. Like we went to Cirque du Soleil Echo. We had a peanut food challenge for my son. We had fasting for the Baha'i faith, and just lots of little things that I can flip back to this page to see what happened in March without reading everything. All right, then here we go with these pages. This one, I love this one, the green and the orange. This one uses Planny Thing stickers. And this is one of my favorite ways to do Dutch doors, is one that's like wavy like this with a collage of stickers, and then one that's a simple waterfall tab that's a straight cut. I just think it looks so good, and it breaks it up, makes a few pages quicker and easier while still having the really fun Dutch door aspect to it. In this one, I also did a pocket and put in 2 cards, which I journaled on the back. Not going to show you those ones, but that was really fun as well. Okay, next up, this one's my favorite one, I think, because it's so different. This is using Archer and Olive stickers and papers and all sorts of stuff. But I made this little waterfall flap thing and used inks and stamps. And it was just really fun. That's so fun to open and close. All right, then this one uses my Rainbow Reverie collection, and this is my favorite thing to do on the sides of the pages. You can use this with any sticker book that has these decorative, like, rectangular boxes. I know Happy Planner has them, Keleva Plan has them, so many people have them. I have them. I'm doing this little collage, adds color and decor over here in a very, functional, straight, organized way. And so it looks good even with, all the crazy lines over on the side. So I love this one. This one was so fun. All right, this I think might be my favorite spread that I'm sharing this month. And this one's so cute. Oh my God. This is using all supplies from Journal Say. And I got stamps and some PET tapes. This one with the gold is stunning. I just love it. And it was just 2 pages, really simple. Just one set of Dutch doors, some stamps and some stickers over them. I love this one. And then we're to April. I haven't filled in my monthly memories yet for April. So that's where we are. All right. That was a lot. That was everything from all 7 of these various planners and notebooks. I linked everything, all the different brands down below. But if you have any questions about specific items, let me know, and I will try to find links for you if those items are still available. All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.